Hi, we are Laila and Tlotzin,
And we present
the Weeping Woman. La Llorona is a woman who wanders the streets of Zacatecas City. It shares of her children whom she
La Llorona. This legend has in Zacatecas City, in the center of the city, lived a young woman who had 3 children. She was a somewhat mysterious woman, since in reality very few people knew her. She worked selling some milk candies typical of Zacatecas, hanging around the hill La Bufa in the center of the city. One day, she went out with her 3 children to sell her candies she had prepared. Sold some candies to people in the center of the city. She was a very strange woman, as she always dressed in a white with long hair and a ghostly appearance, who hovered in the air with a veil to cover her horrific face. That day, she went to sell candies to La Bufa. That was a day when there were many people. At the end of the day, when the night began, on their way back, they went down a very dangerous area, since at the time there were no asphalt roads. When she got home, the woman found her husband with another woman. Seeing them together, she became very upset, very angry. She took her children and went out into the street, blinded by rage, took her children somewhere else, away from the men to protect them. Quickly returned home to get the man out of her house, and he realized that there was no one. When she returned for her children to the place where she had left them, she called them out, seeing that they did not go out into the place where she left them, and realized it was a very deep hole from where the locals took the water. Terrified of what she had done, she began to cry and ran to the hill La Bufa, where she took a rope, hung it from a tree, and hung it herself. After all, the people who live in Zacatecas say hear a woman hanging around at night in the city shooting.
Some people say the woman ain't a lover, whom she had never been able to marry thanks to the unexpected surprise of death. When the man died, he was left alone and sad, sorry for the what he did, because of the woman returns for the afterlife to care for the children and desperately seeks them through and will.